For dinner on Saturday night, we have been out of pancakes for a few days. I make these vegan pancakes for the kids all the time. They eat them for breakfast most mornings, but I like to make them for dinner just because I'm not a morning breakfast person, so it's easier to cook at night. So that's what I made, is a batch of those. The kids have scrambled eggs and half a banana. And then I attempted some sunny side up eggs, but I way overcooked them. But that's it. That's our quick, easy dinner for Saturday night. It's been a long, busy day. Hey everyone, for dinner on Sunday, I am about to head out to have dinner with the other PTA moms. We're just going out to dinner for fun, but I did want to have a dinner cooked for Jared and the kids so that they wouldn't go out to eat, so we could save some money. So something simple. We're doing BLTs. I cooked the bacon in the oven, and then there's their bread, cheese, tomatoes, and lettuce, and they can have potato chips. There's some fruit, some blackberries, and grapes. And then we had a picnic, church picnic today, and I made a big thing of pasta salad, and 2 weekends in a row I put a lot of work into making something and it doesn't get eaten, just like the kale and quinoa salad last week. But it is really good. There was just a lot of food there, so hopefully they'll eat some leftovers with their BLTs tonight. But I'll put that recipe below. It's a summertime macaroni salad. It's pretty good. Just took a lot of work chopping up all those vegetables. But that's what they're gonna be having for dinner on Sunday, and I'm gonna go eat some Mexican food. Hi, it's on. Say hi.
Hi.
For dinner on Monday, Jared's not here, so it's just me and the kids. So I made them some bean and cheese tostadas with just some black olives. They got some frozen mixed veggies that I just steamed in the microwave. Just takes a couple minutes, and then season with some salt. And then what else, Jordan?
An apple.
Apples, and they can share some apples. So that's their dinner, and then I'll show you mine in just a second. Alrighty, and here's what I made, trying out a new recipe. So with our farm box, he's growing all kinds of squash. We got 8 balls zucchini. Is it squash or zucchini? 8 balls zucchinis. We got some patty pan squash. We got yellow squash. We got golden zucchini, and then like regular green zucchini. So I've only tried one recipe with his 8-ball zucchinis before, which is pretty good, but it's kind of a lot of work. So I wanted to try something new. This one was a little bit time consuming, but it was pretty simple. So I baked the 8-ball zucchini in the oven at 350 degrees, and these are pretty big, so it took almost 30 minutes. I brushed the outside of them with oil and then just baked them until it was tender. And then I cooked some rice. The recipe calls for white rice, but I used brown rice, and I cooked it in vegetable broth, so it tastes really good. And then right here, once this was done, you cut the top off and you scoop the inside out. And then I cooked that in here with some Rotel and also some corn, and then garlic salt. And then I threw in a few extra seasonings like salt and pepper and Italian seasoning just to give it more flavor. So then I just stuffed this with the rice and the vegetables, and then topped it with some Monterey Jack cheese. And let's hope it's good. But Jared is not a big fan of squash, and neither is the kid, so that's why I really wanted to try this recipe tonight since he's not here. And then I'm just eating some apples also. And the kids love their dinner. They cleaned off their plates. But that's what's for dinner on Monday. Meatless Monday. For dinner on Tuesday, I made veggie fried rice. One of the most common meatless meals I make, and I have a recipe video for it. Like I always say, I just throw in whatever veggies. This time I chopped up a yellow squash, some broccoli, some red bell pepper, a clove of garlic, a red onion, and then I threw in some frozen edamame and frozen mixed veggies. So, and then there's 2 eggs, there's white rice in there, and just sesame oil, soy sauce, and a couple seasonings. And then I made the Napa cabbage salad again because we got another Napa cabbage from our farmer, and Jared didn't get to try it last time. So I hope he likes it because I think it's really good. But I'll put that recipe below also. But that's what's for dinner on Tuesday. Hey everyone, for dinner on Wednesday we're having spaghetti. So here's my plate. I also made salad. I just put the veggies on the side because people can get whichever veggies they want on it. This is the antioxidant dressing I made last week or over a week ago, so I don't know if it's still good, but we'll try it. But I did something different today. So I made a homemade spaghetti sauce. It tastes pretty good, so I'll put the recipe below that I used. And so here's one with ground beef for Jared, and then I made one with, I'm trying this for the first time, the Gardein beefless ground. So I need to taste it. I haven't really tasted it yet and let y'all know how it is. So there's mine and there's Jared's noodles. And that's pretty much it. That's what's for dinner on Wednesday. For dinner on Thursday, it's just an easy night. Me and Jared are finishing off the leftover spaghetti. I cut up a watermelon yesterday, and we're finishing off some broccoli we had. I just steamed it, seasoned it with salt and lemon juice, and then we also had a can of green beans we warmed up. The girls, I made them a grilled cheese. One of them wants broccoli, one of them wants green beans, and that's pretty much it. There's our simple Thursday dinner. For dinner on Monday, Jared made some burgers over there. We just had 2, so one for him and one for the girls to share. I attempted to cook these Boca veggie burgers that someone gave me, and they're just nasty, so I'm not eating them. But I also cooked some patty pan squash that we got from our farmer, and I'm sure I'll be the only one eating it because it's not that great. And then some potatoes from our farmer also. Just ignore that part. I know it looks nasty, but they're really good. We just sauteed them in olive oil with salt, pepper, garlic powder, fresh rosemary, and some onion. So there's the kids' plates and my plate. We ate out for lunch, so I'm finishing off some rice and beans and got plenty of vegetables. Hi. But that's what's for dinner on Monday. For dinner on Tuesday, we made tostadas because I still have these left over from Aldi. It was a big pack. But I did make the crock pot taco chicken. It's just the chicken in there. There's some ranch seasoning and some taco seasoning, which I made homemade because it's super easy. And then some salsa and some vegetable broth, and that just took a few hours to cook. It's full of flavor. And then we got some beans, some guac, tomatoes, olives, sour cream mixed with taco seasoning, cheese, and lettuce. We got our tostadas, and then just some rice. So there's a simple Tuesday dinner. For dinner on Tuesday, it's one of the usuals out of pancakes, so I made a double batch this time. So we have half with blueberries and half with chocolate chips, so those will all go in the freezer and be the girls' breakfast most mornings. So I also made some eggs mixed with cheese and spinach, and then got some tomatoes from our garden. And Jared had some bacon, so I made him a bacon and egg sandwich. And then we got some watermelon on the table. But that's what's for dinner on Wednesday. For dinner on Thursday, I made Pioneer Woman sour cream noodle bake, and I did make half of it with the Gardein meatless meat and then regular ground beef for Jared. There is a lot of dairy in it, so not healthy, but I'm not eating meat in my half, but I'll put her recipe below. And I pretty much followed it, except for I added a couple different spices like some onion salt or onion powder and like garlic powder, just to give it more flavor. And then we're just having a salad with it. So that's what's for dinner on Thursday. For dinner on Friday night, Jared is outside grilling some barbecue chicken, and I'm going to be eating some black bean burgers just because I try not to eat meat. So these are from Aldi, and they're really good. So yeah, me and Jordan will be eating a burger. There's our toppings for it. There's our buns with mayonnaise and mustard. And then I also made some Parmesan and garlic oven roasted potatoes. This is a recipe from How Jen Does It that I've had printed out in my recipe book for years. Just trying to change it up from the skillet potatoes we always make. So I'll put her recipe below. And then I used up a zucchini from our farmer. Same recipe I made a couple weeks ago, so I'll put that below again. It's just Italian seasoning, olive oil, salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese. And then also making some broccoli because not everybody likes zucchini. So we're just steaming some broccoli. And then, like I said, Jared's cooking the barbecue chicken outside. So there is our dinner for Friday. For dinner on Sunday, it's Father's Day, so Jared and his dad want steak. They got some potatoes also, and I got a sweet potato. They grilled some vegetables that he picked up from the grocery store. There's the kids' plates. I made them some cookie balls today. Like, JoJo will probably eat some steak, but Jordan won't. So I'm giving her one of these to get her in some protein. And then we made just a box of Velveeta mac and cheese, some mushrooms. Jared loves mushrooms. He just cooked some in butter. And then I made this saltillo zucchini recipe because I have a ton of zucchini and tomatoes and onion to use up, which I have a recipe video for, so I'll put that below. But that's our Father's Day dinner. For dinner on Monday, I really don't feel... Hi. I just really don't feel like cooking. We have a lot of leftovers in the fridge that Jared can eat. And I made the kids a peanut butter and jelly. I made some homemade pickles.
Look at those.
Yes, they got some the little Aldi white cheddar puffs. And then I made some homemade bread and butter pickles the other day. So I just whipped them up a quick dinner, which they'll actually eat without me fighting, so whatever.
I'm eating Cheetos.
Cheetos. That's what's for dinner for them on Monday.